Well, I feel really privileged and lucky to be here right now. A couple of legends here. Jack Massey, obviously, cruiserweight champ. You got a massive fight coming up in October with Jack Massey, and of course, one of the best UFC middleweights of all time, Whittaker, who's a little bit like, I did an interview with this guy already. Why do I got to just speak to him again? But we got a chance to watch you guys mix it up in the ring just before. I got to get a reaction from both of you. Like, what was that experience like, getting a chance to spar each other again? I know you've sparred each other around 2019. Right? That was your last spar?
A while ago.
A while ago. So, Rob, I'll go to you first. What was it like getting back in the ring with Jai? And both of you guys obviously evolved as fighters since then.
Yeah, he's gotten much better. Honestly, I think I'm blessed to be able to mix it with him, because I'm a big believer of iron sharpens iron, and to come here and to jump into the ring with him and just throw hands, it's like he took advantage of a lot of things, of a lot of weaknesses or holes that I recognise in hindsight, that I can adjust for now, that I can prepare for, so that other people can't take advantage of those. And no one in my game, in my division, has boxing skills like Jai does. I believe Jai has better boxing skills than everybody in my division. So to be able to move with him and to work on my eyes, to work on my instincts, to move and weave and take shots even is makes me better.
What about you, Jai? Rob's obviously broken all the records in the UFC. He's done so many things in the game. What's it like to get a chance to spar with him today?
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Every time I spar with Rob, it's honest rounds. You got to stay on your game, otherwise you're going to get clipped. So it's good, and it's like what he said. You learn. You're adapting to a different style. You're getting more ammunition for the next time, and you go back home. You work on what you got to work on. A couple mistakes, a couple times you get hit with some silly shit, and then you got to go back, reassess and come back better. So that's what it's all about. It's about rising and helping each other get to that next level. So we're lucky that we're here in the same country and we get to do that together. Yeah,
the sport is awesome, man. And Rob, what do you reckon of what Jai's been able to achieve since then? Obviously, he's defending the belt in October, and he's been able to have such a great sort of run at cruiserweight. Since the last time I saw you guys had that podcast back on Grange TV, so much has changed.
You know what, and I don't want to sit here and pump your tyres up, bro. That's not what this is, right? Yeah. But I'll say, when I first met him, I could tell he had the skill set and the talent to go as far as he wanted. But what I'm most impressed about is that he stayed switched on. And you can see it when he gets into the ring. He stays on task. You can see that he's focused and he's not getting distracted with silly crap. Yeah. And honestly, it's impressive and respect to you, because a lot of guys, young guys who get fame and fortune early on, can't keep it together. So to be able to do that and to just be running through people as well, man, props to you, bro. Really.
Yeah, man, obviously, Jai, what do you reckon of Rob? Obviously, he's been able to go in there with some of the best in the world. He's got this huge fight with Khamzat coming up. You must be excited to see him get in there with Khamzat. Well, it's one of the most looked forward to fights in MMA all year long.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's, respect to him, It's that same grind. He respects it is because he knows what it takes. You know what I mean? Being at the top for so long, how many big fights has he had now? You know what I mean? And continues to be on these big fights. So he knows the dedication. He knows the hard work, the fucking lonely hours, the mind games at night, No, you do this shit with people, but at the same time you do it alone. You know what I mean? So it's that respect between fighters. When you see him at that level, man, it's a fucking lonely road to get there, bro. So it's respect to you too. You're up the top, man. It's good to just be here, rubbing shoulders with people that know what it takes.
Yeah.
So.
I appreciate that, dude. Hey, I was laughing because do you ever get those weird times where you think nobody knows what I'm going through? Oh. where you feel like a teenager, you're like nobody knows what I'm going through right now. Sure, it's good to see lads that get it.
All right, guys, before we continue, just want to quickly shout out some sponsors that make this show possible, make this interview possible. First up is our friends at Manscaped. You guys can get 20% off and free shipping with the code word submission today. Manscaped has elite products that are going to change your game forever. What about the Beard Hedger? What about the Weed Whacker? What about the Lawnmower 5.0 that keeps your balls smooth and your game intact? You can jump on Manscaped today and just browse all of the great products available. And of course, don't forget, it's 20% off and free shipping today. Go on, get some Manscaped in your life and support this program now. And guys, this month we have an exciting offer for everybody out there in Submission Radio land. That's right, NordVPN is back on board supporting the program and is offering you guys an extremely great deal. Click the link nordvpn.com/submission now to get 4 extra months free on a 2-year plan. By the way, there's absolutely no risk on Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. And you guys could try it today risk-free. NordVPN lets you watch sporting events, TV shows, and films that aren't available in your region. It protects your private data like bank details and passwords. It can switch your virtual location, allowing you to save money by purchasing flights, hotels, subscriptions from other countries at a cheaper price. What about the NordVPN threat protection feature that protects you from viruses, malicious malware, and phishing sites? It's the fastest VPN in the world with no buffering or lagging. It's premium cybersecurity for the price of a cup of coffee per month. And best of all, one NordVPN account can be used up to 10 devices. So go to nordvpn.com/submission now. Try it today. Support this show. Support yourself. And now back to the interview. I know this guy's on the quest to regain the middleweight title, and if he beats Khamzat, he'll definitely be getting that shot. But what do you reckon of this guy having a shot at boxing maybe one day? I know you've spoken about it a few times. How do you reckon he goes?
Definitely. Why not? You know what I mean? Come the boxing. Come the all around.
It humbles me every time, and I come in with the expectation to be humbled. It's like I come into your world with the gloves on, the headgear on, in the ring, and I see how much work goes into there, and how many little things that obviously paint a big picture. Because it is a different sport, and you need to respect it as such, because it's a craft, man, and it's like if I was ever gonna. Maybe I can just when I finish MMA, I can just fight footy dudes. Dude,
that'd be awesome.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about making proper runs, but there's some footy players, mate. Get in there.
Obviously, he's fighting Jack Massey. Jai is on October, man. Well, give us a little. What is your prediction? How do you think Jai gets it done in October?
I've never been in a ring with someone that controls the space as good as Jai does. I'm pretty tricky to pin down just because my movement, I'm quick at closing the gap as well as leaving, and that gives a lot of people pause because they don't expect how fast I can move in that space. But Jai walked down that space so well, and I've seen in his last couple of fights how well he's just really gotten comfortable at controlling that spacing and that zoning for either combos, for either counters, or utilizing it to attack to pull out counters. It's he's really come into his own. It's his own style, you know.
Yeah, man, I love the style. Rob's right, and obviously Rob's got the big fight with Khamzat. As we wrap up, how do you see Rob beating Khamzat on UFC 308?
Beat his ass, bro. Nah, man, there's just, like we said, Rob's been here for a long time. You know, this ain't his first day in the office. He belongs there. You know, so I'm excited for it. You know, the hard work's done. So it's I'm pumped for it, bro.
Rip in there.
What I love about this is the championship mentality and how you guys connect on that. So I can't wait. Both of you guys with huge fights. Both of you guys going overseas for the fights. Yeah. Similar geographic area.
East.
So similar time. So I appreciate you guys joining me. Again, it was an honor watching you guys do the thing in the ring and have that spar. And thank you so much for joining me today. Best of luck in both of your fights.